Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Nyjacky game and I'm not actually sure what he's playing, but we will see that in a moment. Um, yeah, I just fell right into this and he's probably not playing on his regular name. So yeah, it's kind of cool that keyboard he has, man. That is quite of a cool keyboard. Anyway, we are currently streaming on what's supposed to be HD, but it's between 480 and 720 somewhere. As you can see, it's set to best quality because I get a lot of comments on the quality of the streams. Streams are just crap. I can't help that. That's just the way it is. And if you don't like that, then just watch the what are they called? The replays. So replays I can actually record in 1080p if I want to. I normally record them in 720, but you get the point. I can do whatever I want because it's on my own graphics card. This is not my own graphics card. It's somebody else's graphics cards and a stream. Anyhow, we are playing Zyra here. And we are playing under, I don't know, I can't really read it. So anyhow, we're going mid lane, and Zyra should be fun. I haven't seen her in a while. Well, I've seen her, but on the enemy team all the time. So yeah, very big webcam, and quite a lot of things going on in the top part there. As well as in the bottom part, we have the Logitech logo showing up every now and then. I don't know where I would put my webcam because he basically blocked everything. I think I'm going to do it over the logo in the bottom left. But that's okay. I'll find a way, maybe in the top part. I'll get it done. So I'll try not to block anything, but he blocked so much already that it doesn't even matter. Anyhow, yeah, we have Skarner jungle here, I'm assuming, and yeah, he's going to start at the wolves. So wolves into blue, into raids, and then we'll see. So yeah, there goes the wolf camp, and what's happening there? Did they find some enemies? Yes, they did find some enemies. So the enemies apparently attempting to steal the red. And yeah, that of course sucks if they actually manage to do that. Well, it does mean that Skarner needs to cross and yeah, go to their red. That's what Zyra said. And it is FBL Luxy. Okay. That's what I thought it said, but okay. So enemy Sivir getting the first blood there. And yeah, that is going to be very hard to come back from if they indeed got red. And I think they did. I think the Sivir got it. So that plant must be just out of turret range. It cannot be very far from it. But hey, that's what the good guys do, right? The really pros, they place their stuff just outside of turret range. And they don't get caught that often in turret range. Yeah, we've seen a lot of people die in the to turret fire in the last few weeks. Because, yeah, they just made the mistake of standing there. So yeah, the problem with our playing against Morgana is of course that she has such an easy way farming. Not really this early in the game, but a little bit later. And yeah, here you can see it. She's just going to plop down that field twice, the tormented soil, and she just gets a very easy kill on that entire back lane. And that means you only have to last hit 3 minions out of the 6. And yeah, later on in the game, of course, she's going to just one hit that. And this is exactly what you need to do against that. Make sure that she becomes low so that she can't come in for that second time. But yeah, he's not going to pressure it. It's kind of a shame because he could have prevented her from picking up that that little bit of minion farm. And yeah, the slow goes off on Udyr, and Udyr, yeah, he has to run out again. So Skarner going to gank bot apparently, which is okay, I guess. If they can make sure that the red buff from Sivir goes down. It's probably already down though. I don't know how long the buffs last, but it's well under 5 minutes. It's probably more like 2 minutes. And then you have the increased buff duration, which makes it like 2.5 or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It is probably already gone. Skarner did take out the enemy red buff, which is why we have this guy here with only a blue buff. And it is quite surprising that he's still running around with that blue buff, because yeah, normally because the enemy because they did the red buff first, you would expect him to go for blue buff straight after, but apparently not. So they invaded first, and then yeah, I would expect them to go into that into their own jungle and immediately go for that blue buff. And then it would have timed out a long time ago. This means that Zyra will get her blue buff before Morgana gets hers. And that is a big advantage for our team, because obviously that blue buff is going to make the AP carries a whole lot more useful. Going to pick up, oh no, every one of the minions except for the big one. Yeah, that's a shame, because that big minion is it's worth the most, obviously. And yeah, getting quite a lot of damage done on those minions with that one spell. That Q, that I forgot, something bloom. Yeah, that is really powerful. It is incredibly powerful, in fact. And we are going to continue our builds with a Chalice of Harmony and a Doran's Ring. So yeah, it's a good follow-up on the Boots and Potions. The Doran's Ring and the Chalice of Harmony both have a little bit of protection in them. A little bit of magic resist, a little bit of extra HP, and yeah, that should come in very handy. And yeah, nicely done with that smite. The smite was just before actually getting the... Oh man, yeah, she missed that minion and she used all of her skills on it even. But Skarner also completely ignored the fact that there was just one minion left in the wolf camp. Which means that now the wolf camp will not respawn. Of course, it doesn't matter too much for the cooldowns and the mana from this champion. But still, it is... yeah, it isn't very useful to have that. And Skarner is still not going to pick that up. That wolf camp. I think Udyr must have counter jungled that. Either that or he missed the minion himself. And then on the second attempt he completely missed it again. Oh yeah, my whole jungle got taken. So yeah, in the chat it says that he indeed got counter jungled quite a lot. And yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, yeah, with an Udyr against you, you can lose pretty much your whole jungle. Yeah, the Udyr, although not the best counter jungler in the game, is definitely a decent one. And yeah, because he has that bear stance, he can get away very quickly, and that is what the good counter junglers have, of course. High mobility, making sure that if they get caught by the jungler, so if they get spotted at some point, they can run away. And of course, secondary to that, you need high damage. But virtually every jungler has pretty high damage, because if it takes you half an hour to take down the minion camps, you're not going to be a good counter jungler. No, you need to be very quick about it, and Udyr can definitely do that. I always take Shyvana as my my main pick as a counter jungler. So she's my main example, and yeah, Shyvana has that movement speed buff. She has that incredible speed with which she can take down minion camps. And of course, yeah, she is just overall a very fast champion. She has her ultimate to escape. She has her movement speed boost to get away. She has AoE damage. She has an extra auto attack on the I forgot what the skill is called. The twin bite, I believe it's called, but something like that at least. Yeah, overall she has a lot of good stuff, and yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, some junglers are just better than others. A very nice snare going off, and they are going to grab this Morgana, and Morgana goes down, and then they're coming for Zyra, but Zyra, well, she escapes the first attempt, and oh, is going to go down to the second one though, and yeah, she does land a double kill. Well, they do land, no, they do land a triple kill, 3 for 1. But the thing is, he shouldn't have died. So even though the 3 for 1 is good, he shouldn't have died. He should have just ran away, waited for his snare to come back up, and then he can go back in and not use the snare. But when Udyr comes for him, snare him. That's the way it goes. Come on, let's run. So yeah, now we have to run all the way back in lane. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that he died there. Skarner 3-0, and we are currently 1-1-2 with 91 minions, which is okay-ish. It's not great, but it's okay-ish. I mean, he can still get the main target on minions, which is 200 at the 20-minute mark, because he is currently at 100. Yeah, it all depends on the game, of course. If you have a game with a lot of harassment and where it's more important to harass than or where you're ganking a lot, if it's more important to gank or harass instead of getting the minions, because by harassing you're preventing the enemy from farming, then that may be a better tactic than going for 200 minions and allowing your enemy to farm up as well. But hey, maybe yeah, maybe that's your style. Then again, you should be able to get the 200 minions as a pro gamer at the 20-minute mark. Oh, come on, land the kill! Yes, they do grab the kill. Skarner needs to get out. No, he's not going to. So after 4 kills, he gets killed. And that is a shame. And then, oh man, Yeah, at least they pick up one back, but this is going to be a dangerous situation. Oh, a 1-for-1 trade once again. Morgana gets the kill, and then yeah, the Zyra gets the kill obviously because she was the only one there. But yeah, it's the Sivir picking up all the kills that's worrying me. Sivir currently at only 2 kills. Wow, I thought she picked up more because I saw her pick up the first blood and then this kill. So I was assuming that she made more than that in that fight. But yeah, I guess it's all good. Yeah, the mid lane now pretty fat, and that means that he can actually carry this. I mean, he's at 130 minions, 4 kills, and yeah, he's at this point not going to make the 200 minions at 20 minutes, but that's okay. He got a lot of kills, and kills are worth about 20 minions each. Sorry, 15 minions each. So that's another 60 minions he's got there, making that he's kind of ahead of the curve. So if you miss 15 minions for a kill, it's still worth it, especially if it's assisted. If you miss more, then it's not worth it. So running from the bottom lane to the top lane to get a kill, that is not a good thing. Unless you can get all the minions in the top lane, but normally you can't. But yeah, it's all about the gold in the end. So if you're missing too much gold for doing crazy crap, then yes, you should take care of that. Wow. Wow, just actually getting a double kill out of that. He actually got a double kill out of that crazy action there. That was pretty impressive. Yeah, and an oracle, so yeah, that's what I thought happened the last time as well, but it didn't. So I thought that the black shield didn't work on that ultimate, but apparently it does work on that ultimate. Yeah, that was really strange because last time when they were fighting near Baron, um, the Skarner actually grabbed Morgana and she had her shield up, and I thought at that point, like, how does that work then? Why doesn't that prevent it? But apparently it does prevent it. And did I really see a Magi Soul Stealer there? Someone, I don't know who, but... So it was a little bit too early there. Morgana turned back, and that would have been a very nice kill otherwise. But hey, you can spam your abilities all you want, because you're Zyra, man. Zyra is really a spam champion, just like Ryze. And that is really fun to play, of course. Because everyone likes to play Ryze, right? Man, that was an excellent way to use your hourglass. But yeah, she still gets killed, and now she gives the kill to Zyra. Come on, snare! Oh, he gets the snare on the other guy. I thought he was going to save Aurelia there, but apparently not. Oh man. He is so good with that innate ability. Wow. That is excellent, man. I've never seen anyone even land a kill with it, and he already has 4 kills with just that innate ability. So kills that he wouldn't get otherwise. So yeah, really knows how to position himself for that last hit. Uh, man. Yeah, it's like with Kartis, people know that they need to just before they die flash into the middle of the enemy team, then die, and then they can do a lot of things still. But wow. Using all of the skills, but there's nothing there. So yeah, someone stole the blue buff. At least I assume it was still on the minimap. Otherwise it would be kind of a crazy move. But yeah, that could very well be. I mean, they all died around there. So all the enemy needed to do was just move to the blue buff and kill it. I mean, there was nobody there, so... So yeah, the Morgana shield goes off a little bit too late. And they are still going to pick it up. No, they're not! Wow! They messed up! They could have gotten that, and now, yeah, now she dies. Scar at least gets out. No, he does not get out. Does he? Oh, he is still alive. Wow. I thought that that flash would have taken him out, but... Yeah, they messed up that kill on Morgana. They should have been able to get that. But yeah, her hourglass completely disrupted the damage. And yeah, I just assumed they would go in on it after that 2 seconds had passed. Man. Yeah, that was it was close, but it didn't work out. And because they went for the Morgana too late the second time, they actually didn't get the kill and they got killed. So yeah, well, that's the way it is sometimes. And yeah, we're going for this guy, obviously. Oh man. So much damage. Yeah, that's what people were complaining about before now. She got nerfed, I believe. I mean, this is played on the American servers, I believe. I'm not sure if Curse Gaming is a European team. I'm pretty sure it's not, but yeah, she got nerfed, and yeah, that's because... Oh no, she got nerfed earlier than now. No. Yeah, I just got a patch on the North American servers, that's why. Yeah, I think she got nerfed, and we kind of... hang on. What's happening here? Why is he pushing in so much? Yeah, that's just a really risky thing to do. But anyway, I thought she got nerfed now, but she got nerfed a little while ago. But she actually got a lot of complaints that she was too powerful, and obviously she was. But that's the same with any new champion, and that is really annoying nowadays. And I don't really understand why people keep buying the new champions, even though they know that 2 weeks later they either prove to be completely useless, which has happened in several cases, or they're getting nerfed, and then they become a lot more useless. But it seems that she is still pretty fun to play. Well, she still has that same ability. Sometimes they increase like cooldowns, and increasing cooldowns on champions like this is just very sucky, because that's what makes the champion. It's what they did to Zyra. The change in ricochet is yeah, it's really sucky. I mean, that was what made Zyra such a nice champion to play, and then they changed it, and now you can only use it as another basic attack, and because it resets your auto attack cooldown. Wow, this Jax, man, he just won't die. Man. Yeah, he's just not going to die at all. And whoever bought that Magi Soul Stealer, if I saw it correctly, now sold it because it was someone on the enemy team. And who's this? Oh, it's Zyra, okay. Yeah, I couldn't really see through the fact that it's black and white and all of the effects going off. But hey, apparently Zyra got killed by Skarner there. And what's the guy in the background doing? The guy in the background keeps just walking around. Anyhow, we're going to grab a blue buff, grab a wolf camp, and yeah, just go into the game again. Although there aren't any real champions available. And hello, how you doing? Wow, taking only a very limited amount of damage there. And Zyra took a lot more damage than the Tarek took, but Tarek does get killed, and so do two of his teammates, and that means free Baron. And obviously they need to watch out because yeah, there are still two champions available, and with two low champions on their team, that is pretty risky. So they peel off of Baron, as they call it, which means that they stop doing it and go for the champions instead. And wow, yeah, the two kills indeed get made by the enemy team, and that means yeah, well, 2 for 2 trades, and it definitely wasn't. It wasn't worth it. They did a 2 for 2 fight, even though it was 5 versus 2. They would have gotten the Baron anyway, but now they only got the Baron buff on 3 champions instead of 5. So it was definitely not worth it, that team fight for our team. They definitely played that wrong, and yeah, they of course still should have gotten Baron, and that's what they did correctly. But well, they came out ahead in it, but only because they got Baron. But they would have gotten Baron anyway, so should have retreated a little bit earlier. So yeah, that's just the way it is. So did he? Oh no, he didn't give away blue buff. Well, no, Graves picked up the blue buff. That's the way it worked. I don't know whether he got killed by a champion that already died, like at the same time. Oh, and Irelia has a blue buff as well. So anyhow, they have 2 blue buffs, and the enemy blue buff might be up because it's still on the map. But I don't think it's up. Then again, they're going to check it now. That's what I figured. And no, it isn't up. So it's kind of funny how we normally saw everyone use that Q to make the plants, and this guy is making the plants with the E every time. Unless he really has a reason not to, but apparently the range doesn't matter to him. It's all about the slow. Because this, yeah, that means that you're using them more as a utility than as an actual damage tool. And of course, that is it's a good tactic, but it's a different tactic from what we normally see. And maybe a subtle thing, but yeah, it is a thing that actually matters. And yeah, red buff apparently not up, or someone is doing it, but he gets no vision out of that, so yeah, there's no real way to know which of the two it is. And getting a lot of minions here. Wow. So easy to farm. I should buy her. I think I have 21,000 IP I saw yesterday. So yeah, I should buy her. I mean, I'm going to wait for all of the other champions that that kind of suck and I don't want them. I'm going to wait until they're worth a lot less, so I can buy them for like 1300 IP. Because I want to complete the whole collection, but I'm really not going to pay 6300 for a champion that's useless. Because that's not how I roll. Now, this champion seems like she could fit my playstyle. I like the spamming things. And wow, the whole enemy team here collapsing on the two bottom laners. Graves gets out, but obviously the Nunu does not get out. Yeah, that's indeed. They just put it in the chat, but there are no wards out, and that's also one of the reasons why this was so easy for the enemy team. Wow, yeah, that was just great play by Udyr. He ran in with every speed boost he could get, and just got a very easy kill. And well, I don't know if he actually got the kill, but then again, because he used all of those speed boosts, he ran into a situation where he didn't know what was happening, because that flash went off, the flash from Zyra, and that just put her all the way in the back of her team, and they just ran in, everyone just ran into Zyra, into the back of the team, and yeah, that was just pretty crazy. Anyhow, um, yeah, it just seems that yeah, that they're kind of we're using the ultimate on minions there. That they're kind of messing up on the enemy team by trying to get kills where they should just farm up, and well, they should fight for objectives, but instead they just run into an enemy team and then get all of them killed. And yeah, now we're 4 kills ahead, and yeah, Baron ahead, a few dragons. I don't know who got the last dragon, by the way. So apparently we are getting the Baron in a few seconds, which is actually right now. And the enemy team is all at the blue buff. They did see it. And yeah, they did see it, and now they're going to go for it. Oh, there's a ward there. They saw them waiting there, and yeah, when Nunu stepped in that bush, the one where everyone always wards, yeah, they could see them standing there. And I don't think they actually took out the ward, but Maybe they did. Can't really see that. But man, this is going to be a tight team fight, because if Morgana, yeah, indeed lands her entire ultimate on everyone, yeah, she is going to do very well. But they do pick up 3 kills for Graves. And come on. And an ace there. Wow. So 4 people still alive. Oh, sorry. 3 people still alive. Oh man, I knew Nunu was pretty low, but I didn't think that he would actually die to something crazy like that. So they do grab both of these turrets. I mean, there's no way this is not over. And yeah, they grabbed the nexus, so it doesn't matter that Baron was up, because the enemies once again just run into a team fight without checking first whether that is good to do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!